Good morning again, everybody. I would like to welcome to the Variety Show today here on the TTT Radio Network, Whittington Still, soulful R&B, jazz, and soul singer-songwriter, originally from Camden, New Jersey. She performs all kinds of music from all around the world in her own unique way. And I'm so excited, and I really, really want to give a big welcome to you. Good morning, Whittington. How are you?
Oh, good morning, beautiful. I am wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Yes, we talk about music all the time, but I got to tell you that there's so much that you are doing. I saw your page. We connected. We've
Mhm.
talked several hours.
Yes.
All kinds of great stuff. You co-produce all kinds of great music. You've got a new project on the way, but let's get this
Mhm.
underway, this conversation. We want to know a little bit about you and exactly what it is that you do for your beautiful soul music. Let's get right into it.
Yes, that's
It's a handful, right? A mouthful, they say.
it's a lot, yes, but it's just a matter of some little person, like you said. I'm from Camden, New Jersey originally. I haven't lived there in many, many years, but you never forget where you're from. And a lot of great talent has come out of Camden, and it goes unrecognized, much like indie artists. So I'm an indie artist. I love music. I've always had a passion for just entertainment, acting, modeling, singing, anything that allowed you to be, whatever it is you want to be without limits. It's like freedom. And that's how I see music. It's the freedom that, you may not have or feel like you have with just your everyday life, your everyday walk. When I was young, I didn't talk a whole lot, but I could sing and I could express myself through song more so than just being able to say something and feel like I was being heard. So it's deeper than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you bring it forefront. I like that a lot, and you keep it real. Absolutely.
Yes.
You've got a lot to be desired about. I'm reading all your bios. I know you sent me some information over, but
Hmm. Hmm.
you have performed in the East Coast, like you said, Northern California and Atlanta and
Yeah.
Philadelphia. How exciting is that?
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, people ask, what was your favorite place to perform, right? And I have to say, I've performed, of course, in New Jersey. And I love that because I had close friends and classmates and relatives there, right? To actually see, like, oh my goodness. And that's beautiful. But then to go out into an unknown place and people say, who is this person? And you get up and you do the one thing that you can do almost effortlessly and get standing ovations and ask for your autograph. My God, like there's nothing better than that. So, and my first autograph signing and my first standing ovation was in California.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that was the most memorable performance. I will never ever forget it. And I actually I think about that all the time because the songs I sang, there were two original songs that I sang at this function, and they belonged to the late, great, legendary Phyllis Hyman. Now, when I say they belonged to her, Cat, I mean that they were written for her. She liked them, but unfortunately did not get the opportunity to record them before she passed.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Very
So,
interesting.
yes. So the man who wrote them, his brother had become a friend of mine, Bunny Sigler. May he rest in peace. But he shared the songs with me. I performed them and they were unknown and they were standing ovation worthy, you know? So later we tried to get those songs from his brother and he wasn't willing to part with them. And so we let it go. But I still wonder to this day,
Yeah, the what ifs. Oh,
you know,
definitely. Yes. Could it have
is
been
he
this?
around? I haven't heard the songs. He says there were other performers who wanted them, and I never heard the songs put out there by these artists that he spoke of. So I'm thinking maybe there's a chance I could reach out and find out if I could get those songs officially. But yes, that's California would be like my never forget moment.
That aha moment when you know that you hit it, right? It's like somebody saying, okay, well, I won $100 on a scratch ticket. You actually won. You definitely did this, and I think it's great. You know, I mean, it's priceless. We always talk about this. You know, you can't put a price tag on happiness, but when you do what you do,
Cannot.
such as what you're doing, it's just priceless. You can't put it. You know, you're bringing people together, but using your
I'm
music and
trying.
putting
Yeah.
it out there. You're on TikTok. You're all on all kinds of different platforms. But I want to go back just a little bit. You
Mhm.
have Oh, my gravy. You have so much to offer. You also are influenced by Anita Baker, Roberta Flack,
Mhm.
so many different vocal artists, and,
Mhm.
Jill Scott. Have you performed any of their songs anywhere too?
Yes. The covers that I have are Phyllis Hyman, Jill Scott, Roberta Flack, Minnie Riperton, Billie Holiday. Even I sing "Good Morning Heartache" and I do it a cappella.
Nice.
And yeah, so there are many. And the list goes on. Luther Vandross,
Oh, wow. He is
um,
amazing. I have the box set of
yes,
him. Oh, boy.
there's no one like him. And I miss that music, that quality of music, the real musicianship of music. I miss that. So yes, I try to find some of the greats and then I don't emulate them. I go out and I sing it the way Whittington still would sing it and put my own little flair on it just to show respect for the artist. I try not to do it exactly the same. And it's still appreciated. So yeah, I performed many of their songs. And then when I started creating my own originals and releasing them, now is the time for me to incorporate more of them into my performances when I get back out there. So COVID's kind of put a pause on things. But when I do get back out there, I will be performing more of my original music along with some of the covers.
So, with that being said, what was your very first song that you ever performed when you got out there as a singer?
I would have to say "What You Won't Do for Love," Phyllis Hyman's version.
Beautiful. And I
I open every show. I open with that song now.
very nice. So what keeps you
Is in your
going now? You're home, you're practicing, you've got your studio set up. What keeps you going right now?
Oh my goodness. Everything. I try to keep busy, as you can see. So I have my hands in a few different things, and I have to stay busy because I can't get out there right now. And so making the music, constantly writing, getting new music, recording at home sometimes, and it's a challenge because for someone who's used to being able to step into a studio and just get to the mic, I didn't have to do all the legwork. And now I have to do everything up to getting up to the mic. And then I just send it all over to my producer engineer. But that was a challenge. But I learned, I read, I experimented until I got it to where I'm comfortable with it. So that means a lot. But yeah, I stay busy, cat, and I'm always trying to create, produce, come up with ideas. I've come up with a few things besides the music, that we'll talk about another time. But
Most
yeah,
definitely,
staying
definitely.
busy.
Yes, yes. One more quick question, and then I want you to give the folks your information about where we could find you. But I want to know, if you were an up and coming artist today, what advice would you give to someone that is actually starting out like yourself before?
Absolutely. Well, the most important thing is to stay true to you. Okay. Remember why it is you're doing what you're doing. It's because you love it. So what you put out, make sure you like it. Make sure it's coming from you, your heart, your soul. They're your words. Try to remain as independent as possible. That way no one's ever come in and taking over your creativity. It doesn't work that way. You need
Sure.
your freedom. So stay that way.
Stay humble
Stay
and kind,
independent.
right?
Oh, that goes without saying. If anyone who knows me knows that I will put those messages out on a regular where you have to have those random acts of kindness. You never know who you're entertaining. It does come back, but even if it didn't, just be kind. Just be kind.
Absolutely. I agree
And
with
don't
you.
give up. Don't never give up. Just stay with it. If you know it in your gut, this is what you want to do. This is what you're good at. It feels good to you. Stick with it.
Absolutely, 110%. And I'm there with you. So you're just so
Yes.
wonderful. I really
Oh,
enjoy our talks.
thank
We've, just
you.
to let all the listeners know, we've talked for hours on end. We keep it real here, right?
We just clicked immediately. It
Yes,
was like
yes, you are
magic. I
such a
love
soulful
it.
person, and you've got such a
Thank
great,
you.
your
Well,
personality
so
is
are
just humbling.
you.
Oh, thank you. And we, like I said, we keep it real here. So, real quick, we want to let everybody know you're going to definitely be
Okay.
back on a different note, because not only are you a singer, and I'm getting the goosebumps just talking about this, but you are very creative. Let's let them
Oh,
know really
thank
quick
you.
how
Hmm.
they can find you, and then
Okay.
really quick we want to tell them about what you do besides singing.
Okay, so really quickly, whittingtonstill.com. Whittingtonstill.com. Best way to reach me. Subscribe to my website. Every single thing that I'm affiliated with is on my website, from the music to my fragrance line. I have a fragrance, it's called NE1, the letter N, the letter E, the number one. And that's because it's a unisex fragrance for anyone.
Awesome.
So I love that. It's through Scent Crafters, and they've done an amazing job. I'm a brand ambassador. I have a shoe line, limited shoe edition, through Alive Shoes. They're working with me, and I love designing anything. The shoes are beautiful. You can see and hear about everything right on whittingtonstill.com. Of course, I have a YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I really don't use my Twitter. So if you
Perfect.
jump on
Perfect.
Twitter, I really don't use that.
Yeah,
So
there,
yeah,
there,
I'm
yeah.
everywhere. Just Google me.
Awesome, awesome sauce. I love it, right? It's a good day here on the TTT Radio Network. Always a pleasure to talk with you. We're going to have her back on, guys, so stay tuned.
Oh,
Winnington Still, it's my pleasure to have you on my show. So thank you very, very
oh,
much, honey. And
well, thank you, Kat.
to
Thank
be
you.
continued with the shoes. Yes, that's right, folks. You heard it first. She does make shoes, sneakers, and she also has a perfume line as well. So multi-talented. Winnington Still, thank
Oh,
you very, very
thank you.
much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kat.
All right, we'll talk soon, honey, and you have a blessed day.
You too. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.